Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you haven't been. It's me, your girl Phoenix, and I have no clue how this video is gonna go because it has been a day, let me tell you. So, I woke up like normal this morning and I decided not to, I didn't need to brush my car off because it didn't snow last night, but, I remote started my car to let it warm up and went about my business. I don't know why I put a yellow in there, but we're gonna see. Went about my business, getting ready and everything. I I go to I thought I heard something. I go to I go to leave and I get stuck in my driveway. So the way that my drive is in front of my house, I have a place to park, and then beside my house, I have a place to park. If you do it right, you can get 3 cars in there. But me and my friend, we have 2 cars. So his was in the shop, and I had shoveled a place for my car. You know what? I think I'm gonna do white and purple. And he, when he got his car back, shoveled a portion for me to be able to park mine. That way we didn't have to shovel at all. Well, the plows came through, and so now there's snow beside my car, but it was too hard for me to try and shovel it. So when I got out this morning, I got stuck. So he was able to go out there and get me unstuck. But it wasn't fun. And then, because of that, I was almost late to work, and I pick up a person to go to work as well. So I messaged her and I'm like, "Hey, just so you know, I got stuck. We might be a little late, but I'm trying." I don't know what to do. Dark green, that is such a weird combination. So I finally get to her place. We almost are late, but not quite, so bonus. And there's a person who didn't show up for work today. Perfectly fine. But we got a lot of things to do all at once. I work in RVs. Shit goes wrong all the time. And today, that was today. Shit was just, how can green be golden? Shit was just going wrong. That looks like diarrhea. The entire day. So it was me and my partner, our floater, learning to be floater. Um, she was on the outside. Oh, I got really close. She was on the outside, and they were struggling. Now, granted, me and my partner were struggling as well. We had, we do 3 units a day, and it's show season, and we do a lot of walks. Now, for those of you who won't understand this, I don't know how else to simplify it, other than the fact of I clean a unit, full clean, deep clean. I top to bottom, ceiling to floor. I clean the unit. repair is supposed to be in it before me. Systems is supposed like systems can be in there when we do it, but repair is supposed to be in there before us. Lately, we've been working around repair, which isn't too big of an issue. I try to do the repairs that I know because it gets them out of the unit quicker. I know it's cleaned up after the repair is done, and it gets them to their next unit quicker, so they're probably, hopefully, almost out of it by the time we get in there. Um, so I try to help as much as I can, but mostly do my job as well, because I'm not doing other people's jobs for them. I'll help, because it helps me. But at the end of the day, I don't get that paycheck. So I was hoping, and what was it? I want to say an hour. Actually, those look really good, actually. Like, that is some really nice looking pineapple. Um, when I walked in, one of the outside girls flat looked at me and was like, "You're gonna be on the outside." It, oh, I beg your finest pardon, ma'am, but you've been here for 3 months. I've been here for 4 years. And you're gonna, not today. Mm-mm. Nope, today ain't the day. Getting stuck in the snow honestly turned me into a bitch today. Not even gonna lie. So I looked at her, I'm like, no, no. You have a person. I'm an inside person now. I don't know. Mm-mm. So she went and told everybody that I needed to be on the outside. Didn't happen. And that's expensive. I guess it is £3. And you gotta include the labor. You know what? I think $12.99 is a fair price. Fine, $11.99. I meant 99, but yeah, 11.90. So anyway, she was going around running her mouth, and I'm not gonna say what I actually wanted to call her on the interwebs, but let's just say she's a male chicken sucker, I guess. Which has more monthly searches? Cybertruck. I mistake how many gamers there are in the world. Jay-Z. These guys look like they need to be in a quartet. Tayo Cruz. I love me Tayo Cruz. Really? Oh my gosh. I think my main problem is I go with my preferences. So, long story short about that's bullshit about that. That went on for a few hours where she was complaining. The thing is, though, the person that was helping her, she trained. Which, the fact that they put a new person with a new person to train sets everybody up for failure. And they're now getting that. So, um, and she's not even nice when she's training. Like, she's so mean. I've heard her, and like, she's contradictory. Rabid. But anyway, I digress. So, apparently I cannot talk and think at the same time. Wedge. Noise. Um, so we did full clean, top to bottom. Think of a school bus compacted into, like, a house compacted into a school bus. That's basically what I clean all day, every day. And there's only two of us cleaning it top to bottom. So that's our first clean. Then, while we're in the second unit and stuff, once the inside and outside is completely done and worked off, and mind you, once the outside does their first clean, the QC goes around and she tags it just for cleaning and anything that she sees for repair. And then they go and work it off, and then another person comes and walks it. For us, because we're the last people in there and stuff, we don't get clean tags. Or the QC doesn't do that. She just goes over her list that she had made for the repair and she does that. So once the entire unit's done, the QC says it's a-okay. Another person comes down and that person walks it and they find cleaning and they find repair as well. Fresh eyes. So then we work that off. That's normally how it goes. Now, show season. Not only do we do that, but an other person from corporate will come and they'll walk the unit as well. Perfectly understandable. You want the show to go good. I get it. So they'll come walk it. We'll do those tags. And then, depending on who's doing what and who's feeling froggy, it'll get walked again and we'll re-clean it again. And mind you, when I say a deep clean, I am also talking about we vacuum underneath the drawers, we vacuum underneath the furniture, behind the furniture. We clean the ceilings. Like literally everything gets touched in this unit. The mirrors, the pictures on the walls, every single thing. It's not as bad after the first clean, but it's still a lot of work. It's still a lot of running around. So, I was supposed to do 3 full cleans today, but we did two and a half. We did 2 full cleans. We did 2 show units, and then we had another unit that was a special unit that we did on top of a unit that we did yesterday that needed touched up and everything. But someone fucked up somewhere down the line, so we had to re-clean that one because the repair that they had to do made a big mess. I am tired. It was an 11-hour day. 11 hours. I have not had an 11-hour day in about a year, I want to say. Not like last December year, but like maybe last August, September, around that. So a little over a year.
Silk, a noun meaning a fine continuous. Condiments, a noun meaning something used to enhance the flavor of food, especially. Bengal, a geographical name meaning historic region of the eastern part of the Indian subcontinent, including the delta of the Ganges and Brahmaputra rivers. A province. Groom, a noun meaning swirled, a verb meaning to move with an eddying or whirling motion.
I didn't know if it was one or two L's. So that was my day. And don't get me wrong, I used to be used to the 11, 12-hour days. It's annoying. Absolutely annoying. Because it's a lot of waiting around toward the end of the day. But I was used to it. You know, it's life. We'll just sit on our phones until we're called to finish the unit and send it on its way because we're supposed to be the last people in there. Yeah. No. My eyes hurt because they've been strained. Because I've had to focus on so many tiny little minute details. which I normally do, but today it was just like every little fleck they were poking out and everyone was tagging. And I'm just like, stop touching my shit. Stop touching the unit. Stop looking at it. I've wiped it 3 times and you still put your grimy, greasy hands on it. Stop.
Hostile.
Yes, I know that word well. And then, oh, okay, so,
Spectacles.
uh, mm, I thought I spelled it right. So, like I said, I will sometimes help the repair. Well, one of the repair guys, I had helped him that morning. I was doing a section and he had gotten into the unit, and I knew what section he was going to go start. And I didn't do that section specifically because I knew he was going to make a mess in it and I'm not going to re-clean it. So I started in a different section. That way he could do that and I could just clean it one time, be done. So while he was over there, I'm like, hey, give me some of this stuff that I need and I'm going to do this. And he's like, okay. So I did. As I was cleaning, I did some of the repairs, did that whole section. I didn't get tagged, by the way, because I'm amazing. Um, and finished it, got it down. And by the time I got that section done, he was done with what he needed to do. So we swapped and I cleaned that section. Well, later on in the day, one of the important units that we had, there was repairs in it, and they were repairs that we didn't know if like I technically could have done them, but I didn't know if it was actually supposed to be put back together. And I'm not doing that. Like if I don't know if it's completely done, I'm not going to be the one responsible for it because then it comes back on me. And my supervisor also said, get this repair guy specifically. And I'm like, okay. So after we got done with a break, I went out and seen him. And I'm like, hey, there's some repairs in this unit. I need you to come do them real quick. It's important. It's going to get walked soon. And we're almost done cleaning. And I don't want to clean that area until the repairs are done. He looked at me and said, no. Okay. Okay. You know what? You have fun talking to the supervisor when he gets out of the meeting then. And I walked away. And yeah, no,
Liquefaction.
we, me and my partner, because I went back in and of course I gave her the tea. And she looked at me and she's like, bet. Messaged our supervisor in the meeting. Oh my gosh. And apparently he was talking shit about me, saying how I was bossy. And I'm just like, see if I help you again because you want to be an a-hole.
Liquefaction.
I'm sorry, this turned into a ranting session, and I know you guys don't want to hear that. I don't even know if you,
Portico.
I don't even know if you want to watch me play games, but I'm here for it. You're here for it. I'm not gonna apologize for who I am. Deal with it. Portico?
Portico. Speculate. A verb meaning to meditate on or ponder a subject. Incorrigibles. A adjective meaning incapable of being corrected or amended, such as scabbard, countenance. A noun meaning look, expression. Scabbard. A noun meaning a sheath for a sword, dagger. Albion. A noun meaning Great Britain or England. Magellan. A biographical name meaning Ferdinand circa 1480. 1521 Portuguese.
Is there no I? I did about yeah, I did about half. That's not bad. Okay, spectacles. Oh, it's an A, not an I. Lick, it's an E, not an I. And then 2 R's and an I, an E, an O, and no I. So it's just like one or two letters off, which not too bad. What else happened? Storm. What else can I tell you about my day? Oh, so after work, because I needed to go get salt for the snow, so that way I wasn't gonna get stuck. I had to park at the mailboxes. That means in the morning I have to go out and trek to the mailboxes just to get my car. Fun. Anyway, so I had to go get some ice melt and stuff so that way like I had that. And I messaged my friend and I'm like, while I'm picking that up, send me my list. I'll just get my groceries today because I don't want to go out tomorrow. And I had actually meal prepped yesterday, so I was super happy. All I had to do was come home, throw my food in the microwave, and eat it. Which, when I get home at 5:30, 6 o'clock, is really nice. So, I get my groceries and stuff, come back, and I did that. I did my shopping. Did my shopping. Mm, Biddles. Surges. That was a good word. Why? Um, Missile? No, that has two S's. Movies. Okay, so toddies, toppies, towies, tossies, totties, no, bodies, bozzies, bowies, bodies. I am tired as shit. I think that's another reason why I talked so much. Like, I get overly tired and just talk. 15 times 12. Mm, I don't want to think. So 15, 12, that's 10, that's 3, there's 5, there's 1, 180. So I'm gonna go 150. 156. I am a genius. trapped. I don't want to think about daily fill-ins. We'll do Rankle because I don't gotta do much. Central banks by the dates they were founded. I gotta know. We'll do this. We'll do that, and then sure. You know what? That makes my life easier. Yes, I love a good guess. I love it. Oh, it's so satisfying. Guess the logo. I want to say AT&T. AT&T. Oh, no, it's Big Lot? BB&T? Never heard of it. Don't know what it does. Okay. I know I didn't do very many, and I am sorry. That is 100% my fault. It was more of a ranting session than a gaming session, but some days we just need to get what's on our chest out and off. It was a shit day. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even want to do the video. I didn't. But I'm like, I got goals. And just because I'm having a bad day doesn't mean I don't need to do my goals. Plus, I don't want to start over. Like, it's been over a year. I don't want to put in the effort only to start over. You know how many times I've started over in my life, not just in like stuff like this? I've started over so many freaking times in my life, it gets so annoying. Moving, starting over, because every time I've moved, I've pretty much had nothing. And I'm not joking. Like I get my clothes, I of course I get my Switch because I am not leaving that behind. And I get my appliances, which I didn't have much when I moved at the time, but now I have a lot. So I'm always starting over. So like that, like I never have furniture. I never have like and it's partially due because, my life wasn't great. I got a good life now though. But that's just one example. Another example, I want to say my relationships, but I've only had two major relationships. But I'm single now, and I gotta start over if I do get into another relationship. So it's like, but yeah, I don't want to start this over. That would be so annoying. And then just think, you'd have to put up with another year of redoing my daily challenges. I don't know. I don't know how I would reword it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, even if you just wanted to hear me rant and spill some tea. Um, yeah. If you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until then, I hope that you have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!